Top 10 most affordable states to buy a house in 2023. Number 10. Indiana. Called the Crossroads of America, Indiana has more of the nation's interstate highway system per square mile than any other state in the nation. However, the state motto traces back to the early 1800s when Indiana's rivers were a major transportation source. Although northern Indiana is flat, southern Indiana is full of hills and canyons. Home to about 7 million people, Indiana has an economy driven by the manufacturing, agriculture, and healthcare industries. The cost of living in Indiana average is about 10% lower than the national average. A resident of Indiana is known as a Hoosier, but the origin of the term is uncertain. Some historians say it comes from a Native American word for corn. Others believe it once was a derogatory term to identify someone from the country, similar to hick and bumpkin. However, today's Indianans embrace the title with pride, and it is the name of the Indiana University football team. Number 9. Kansas. Agriculture, natural resources, and manufacturing drive the economy of this Midwestern state that is home to nearly 3 million people. Nicknamed the Sunflower State and the Wheat State, Kansas grows more wheat than any other state in the U.S. The cost of living in Kansas is about 5% to 10% lower than the national average. The common misconception is that Kansas is all flat, but 2/3 of the state is rolling, pretty country. For the record, Kansas ranks 7th in the US for flatness. If you'd like to experience the natural beauty of the Kansas prairie, you'll want to hike the Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve. The 11,000-acre preserve is located in Strong City, Kansas, about 80 miles northeast of Wichita and about the same distance southwest of Topeka. Kansas has a temperate continental climate, with hot summers and cold winters but few long periods of extreme temperatures. Number 8. Ohio. Ohio is another affordable Midwest state on our list. With nearly 12 million people, Ohio has the 7th largest population in the US and has a lower cost of living than the national average by about 10%. Part of the humid continental zone, Ohio generally has mild summers and cold winters. The southern part of the state has the warmest temperatures and longest growing season. Ohio has quite a range of natural beauty, from hills to rolling cornfields to Lake Erie beaches. Its nickname, the Buckeye State, comes from the many buckeye trees that once covered its hills and plains. Number 7. Iowa. Sitting between the Missouri and Mississippi rivers, Iowa is nicknamed the Hawkeye State in honor of the character named Hawkeye in James Fenimore Cooper's 1826 novel The Last of the Mohicans. This Midwestern state features rolling farmland, winding rivers, and distinctive small towns. Iowa has a humid continental climate with hot summers and cold winters. The cost of living in Iowa, which has a population of just over 3.1 million, is about 10% less than the national average. Iowa is the nation's largest corn, pork, and egg producer, and it ranks second in soybean and red meat production. Number 6. Alabama. Although most Gulf Coast states are flat, Alabama boasts some elevation in the state's central part around Birmingham. This southeastern state, which has a humid subtropical climate with very hot summers and mild winters, also has gorgeous beaches with white sand comprised of quartz grains washed down over the centuries from the Appalachian Mountains. Nicknamed the Cotton State, Alabama's cost of living is about 15% lower than the national average. The state has a population of just over 4.9 million, and the biggest employer is the healthcare industry. Alabama also ranks as the nation's 4th largest auto exporting state. Number 5. Kentucky. Home to about 4.5 million people, Kentucky is called the Bluegrass State for the grass species found in many of its pastures. Home of the world-famous Kentucky Derby, the state is known for its thoroughbred horse industry. Residents also enjoy exploring Mammoth Cave National Park, the world's longest cave system, and they are crazy about their state's college basketball teams. Kentucky mostly has a humid subtropical climate with hot summers and cold winters. The state's economy is fueled by jobs in agriculture, manufacturing, healthcare, and natural resources. The cost of living is 11.4% lower than the US average. Number 4. Arkansas. Mountains, rivers, caves, and hot springs are a few of the natural wonders you can enjoy in Arkansas, which well earns its nickname of the natural state. Arkansas, which lies in the rugged Ozark region of the south-central US, has a mainly humid subtropical climate with hot and humid summers and mild to cool winters. Its cost of living is about 14% lower than the rest of the US. The state population is just over 3 million, and agriculture is its top industry. While cotton was king in Arkansas in the past, it now produces half of the rice in the US. Manufacturing and tourism also help drive the economy. Number 3. Oklahoma. Have you ever wondered why Oklahoma has the nickname of the Sooner State? In 1889, the U.S. government for settlement opened nearly 2 million acres in the western Oklahoma Territory. People who entered the region before the designated starting time were called Sooners. The name stuck even long after the state entered the Union in 1907. Oklahoma has a varied topography that includes mountain ranges, prairies, mesas, and eastern forests. The state produces natural gas, oil, and agricultural products and has a population of about 4 million people. Oklahoma's climate ranges from humid subtropical in its eastern region to semi-arid in its west. Oklahoma's cost of living is about 15% lower than the national average. Number 2. Mississippi. Named after the Ojibwa word for big river, Mississippi is bordered on the west by its namesake river. With a population hovering around 3 million, Mississippi is known as the Magnolia State. It has a humid subtropical climate with long summers and short, mild winters. Residents enjoy a wide range of outdoor activities, with fishing for catfish among the most popular. All the state's major lakes have at least one species of catfish. The cost of living in Mississippi ranks usually stays steady at about 15% lower than the national average. With some 35,000 farms covering the state's 10.4 million acres, agriculture is the top industry. Healthcare job opportunities are growing in the state. Manufacturing is the second largest industry. Coming in at number 1. West Virginia. Nicknamed the Mountain State, West Virginia is known for its low cost of living and its breathtaking natural scenery. The state sits in the Appalachian Mountain Range, and there are many opportunities for hiking, mountain biking, skiing, whitewater rafting, and fly fishing. West Virginia has a humid subtropical climate with warm summers and cold winters. The state population is just over 1.8 million, making it the 38th most populated state in the U.S. West Virginia is second only to Wyoming in producing coal, and natural resources and tourism are two of the biggest industries for jobs. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe for more.